Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and today we're driving up to Last Castle because we just heard that it was reopened again, the route there, and so we thought we'd check it out for you. We're approaching the turning you'd normally have been taking had you been going there recently, because the main coast route was closed. So prior to now, you'd have been turning right just here and going up that way. That'll take you to that little church, and beyond that you have to go down towards Avakas Gorge and back up on the other side of that little valley, and it was very bumpy and it put a lot of people off. So hopefully this route will be better. There's been a lot of work going on around here. You can see all the new walls on the right. It seems to be in the Cap St George colours, so to speak. And we're just coming up to the turning now. This used to be the route that you'd always have to go, but when you got to White River Gorge and White River Beach, it would be closed off. Now this bit obviously isn't finished, but it is open. I'm guessing at some point in the future it'll all be nicely tarmacked. Still fairly residential here. And at this point, the road isn't tarmac, but there aren't any huge potholes in it or anything. There's a tarmac bit here, I think. And the area above this, next to this popular bar, is completely done now, and that's properly open and accessible again. I think it was a Sea Rays beach bar. I could be wrong. Now, in the past, for the last year or so, where you can see the sign up here, that was all blocked and you had to stop here. Now the sign does still say it's a construction site, but you can now drive down it. Obviously you mind the puddle. There's a little information sign. And best of all, as far as I'm concerned anyway, is that you can actually drive, turn left at the bottom here and go down to White River Beach. Because that used to be fenced off. Now there used to be a fish restaurant here. I don't know what's happened to that, whether it'll reopen again. But as you can see, you can now drive up again the other side. And they obviously haven't finished the work here yet, but it's perfectly decent to drive on here. And we drove from India down to Lava Bay, which is a film we'll be releasing in the next couple of days. And if they finish it like the road there is finished, it'll be really nice. Because it's done really well and it's completely in keeping with the rest of the countryside around it. This is up in the India end anyway. But you have to wait for that film. I'm only doing this film now because I figured lots of people would want to see it. Because Last Castle was a popular restaurant and getting to it of late has been a bit hazardous for some people. Now there are a couple of potholes, but it's nothing. It's just like driving down a country lane in the UK, basically, if you like. I overtook this car because they were going very slowly. I was in a four-wheel drive, I should say. But basically, yes, if you're in a regular car, just do what that chap was doing and take it nice and slowly. See, it's a little bit bumpy there, but that's good. I don't think they finished surfacing the road yet. And this brings you to the turning for Last Castle and the Avakus Gorge. Now the work, excuse me, the work they did here I think was mainly to do with reinforcing the road. I think there was a bit of a crumbling up here on the right hand side. So they've made that safer. It's also smoother than it was. It's certainly easier going this way than the other route, which was the alternative route. Some people say, can we still go here in a rental car? All I can say is if you're that unsure, ask the guy you're renting the car off, because they'll give you the definitive answer. And you can show them this film if you like, so they can see for themselves what the route's like. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with it now, as long as you're sensible. Most of these cars parked here, I think, are people walking down to Avakus Gorge, which is on your right there. And this is the final road up to the last castle itself, which you can see ahead of us now. And I filmed this at about 4 PM this afternoon, and there are quite a few cars in the car park even then, because it's a popular place. And that's basically it. I mean, it's a lot better than it used to be. It's not the same as driving along the B7, but as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with it now in terms of what car you have. If you are unsure though, as I said, check with the people you're renting the car off and show them this film if they need to know what it's like for themselves. And we'll finish with a nice view of the last castle itself. Okay, thanks for watching.